All right, chapter 3.5, graphing linear equations in slope-intercept form. Look, I have a typo. Graphing linear equation in slope-intercept form. I just saw that just now. I'm hoping that this is basically review for you guys. I think you guys have had this before, if not all of this stuff before. So hopefully you guys will get it and it'll be easy. That's my hope. All right, so, okay, I don't know what that was. All right, so getting started here. What does slope even mean, right? If we're on a slippery slope, means we're sliding down, right? It's something that's inclined, right? If you put, well, a slide is a slope. If you put, have you ever put like a board or something on the steps and kind of slid down that? And my kids used to do that. Anyway, the slope M, okay, I don't know why they use M, but slope M of a non-vertical line, so it can't be straight up and down, passing through 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, is the ratio of the rise, or the change in y, that's up and down, to the run, or change in x. And I know that this is hard to understand, and I'll break it down a little bit. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Here I've got my line, here's 1 point, x1, y1, here's this point, x2, y2. So it's the rise over the run. Okay, so like I said, the slope, rise over run. Now they use the word rise, but it also be sinking. So you're not always going up and over. Sometimes you're going down and over. But it's just the change in y. This is the formula to find the slope. So you subtract the y's and you put it over the difference of the x's, but they go in the same order. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And the way that I had a student once say that he used to say, y to the sky, which means that you remember that the y difference is on the top. And that is probably the biggest mistake I see with kids trying to find the slope, is they get these two crisscrossed. But we've got y to the sky, it's up on top. Kind of a little cheesy, but that's okay. All right, so these are the kinds of lines that we have. This one, when it rises like this, it has a positive slope. And I think of it like somebody walking up a hill and they're looking up, so they're happy and positive because they're looking up, okay? The negative slope is somebody walking down a hill and they're looking down, and so they're negative, okay? So positive slope, negative slope. This is when the slope is 0, and that makes sense, right? If I'm walking along here, there is no slope at all. It's perfectly flat. If I put a marble on the ground, it wouldn't go anywhere. And then right here is an undefined slope, which means there's no slope at all. It's going straight up and down. So the slope is undefined. All right. So finding the slope of the line. When we're just looking at a graph, okay, we've got, here's my line, here it is, and I'm looking for rise over run. Or I'm looking for, the delta means change, so change in y over the change in x. Okay, so my change in y is 4, and my change in x is 6. And when I say change, I'm counting how many units there are, and there are 6 right here. And when I reduce that, I have 2/3. Okay, over here I see that I have a negative slope. Okay, my change in y over my change in x. So my y value is -3, it's going down. And my x value is going to the right, so it's positive, so it's a 2. So my slope for this line is -3/2. So I'm going down 3 and over 2. All right. So now I want you to try, I know it's hard, hopefully you can see it okay, but I want you to pause your video and give these a try right now. Okay, so this one here, if I'm counting squares, I've got 2 right here, and it's going down, so this is -2, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could also do it across and down, but my slope for this one is going to be the y over the x, so -2/5. Okay, here I have a positive slope, and if I take a line, okay, right, maybe I go right here, or actually, let's go from here to here, like this, okay, from point to point. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 is my y, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my x. So I have a slope of 2/3. And finally, this one is also positive. I'm going up. Oh, this is interesting. That's 2, -3. So these are actually like this. They've got them on the halves. So this is actually up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 2, 3. So my slope for this one is 7/3. All right, we will do more in the next video.